Well, major breaking news happening in the Delphi, Indiana murders case. The defense attorneys representing Richard Allen have dropped him as a client. This means he must get a new legal team. Richard Allen appeared in court today in Fort Wayne for his status hearing. He's accused of killing teenagers Abigail Williams and Liberty German back in February 2017. Let's bring in News Nation's Laura Engel following this case live from Fort Wayne. And Laura, talk about a twist in the case.
That's right. I mean, we were just inside of the courtroom anticipating a very long list of items that were expected to be discussed today. And the key issue here today was to talk about the leak of the crime scene photos. Crime scene photos of these two girls in Delphi, Indiana, that were given to the defense somehow from a previous employee, got into their law office, got pictures, took pictures of the pictures, and shared them. And that's what was supposed to be discussed today, to how to deal with this most egregious breach of trust in this case. So we went into the courtroom, and all of the family members were there, both from Abigail Williams' family and from Libby German, and also from Richard Allen. His mother and his wife were in the courtroom, and there was all this jostling, and the attorneys were coming out. They actually asked Richard Allen's family members to step outside. They stepped outside, they came back in, they got their coats, they left again, and none of us knew what was going on. And then suddenly the judge came out and said, well, we have a very sudden change of events here to court to tell you about, and that is that the defense attorneys are going to withdraw their representation. Now, we were expecting some kind of either sanction or for the judge herself to remove them because of what happened. And I do want to make note that it was not the attorneys themselves who disseminated this information. It was a former employee who reportedly got his hands on these graphics, crime scene photos and shared them. So now what does that mean? That means that everything has to start over again. This is a huge setback for everybody, not just for the family members of the victims, but also for Richard Allen as well. This was a case that was expected to go to trial in January. But now everything has to start over. So the defense attorneys that have been representing Richard Allen now have to return all of that discovery back to the court. And then there has to be a new defense team put together for Richard Allen. And then they will have to get an enormous amount of discovery in this case. So this is a huge setback time-wise as far as turning the wheels of justice here.
All right. So, Laura, I have a couple questions for you. First of all, just talk about how unprecedented this is. I feel like we usually hear about defendants deciding to fire a lawyer, their team of lawyers. We don't usually hear about it the other way around.
You know, very unusual. This is exactly right. When that happened, that the courtroom just stood still. You could hear a pin drop. Everybody looked at each other and just did not see this one coming. We knew that there was a chance that they were going to get, again, in some kind of trouble or at least be spoken to by the judge. Again, I mean, if you can imagine, you know, nobody wants these crime scene photos to be out there for anybody. Nobody wants these disseminated in any way, but somehow somebody got their hands on them, and that is awful news for everyone involved. So we knew that there was going to be this big discussion today about that and also about his health. We have seen some video of him in his most recent court appearance. He looks a lot different. He's lost a lot of weight. His defense attorneys had said that he is declining both physically and mentally. So we were expected to hear about that. But now, start the clock all over again. That's what's going to happen.
What does this mean for his potential defense? Because we know that the team had presented this idea of a possible cult killing, which had nothing to do with Richard Allen. Does that mean it's all thrown out?
I believe it means that the next defense team will probably deal with some of those theories and some of that discovery that apparently they have. They have done their own interviews, from what I understand. So all of that information, imagine, you know, boxes and boxes of this just being handed off to another defense team that is now going to have to start from scratch on a new theory to go through the discovery that the state has in this case. And they'll have to start again. And so now we wait for the next court date, the next court appearance, and the next hearing in this case. And just a short while ago, moments ago, in fact, the families were seen leaving. Abby and Libby's families were seen leaving, surrounded by bailiffs. And we ran up to them and asked them if they had any comment. Obviously, this is very disappointing for those family members, and they did not want to comment at this time, and they were ushered off.
And Laura, before we let you go, I know you had a chance to go out to the scene today. Just kind of quickly describe what that was like.
You know, I've been covering this case, like many of our team members here at NewsNation, for a very long time. I had never gone to the bridge, the Monon High Bridge in Delphi, and we had the opportunity to go there early this morning. It's a very rainy, blustery day, but the scene is very different than, you know, we've seen in the past. In February, when this happened in 2017, leaves were off the trees. It was a warm day, the day the girls took a hike. And so we've seen the footage of what it looked like in February. We've seen footage of what it looks like in the winter, but you can see, if you have the video of it looks like a postcard. It's this beautiful golden, red, rust, green, orange colored trail that goes for a mile until you can get to that rail bridge. And when we went there today, I was really struck by just how desolate
Laura,
it is.
I hate to interrupt you here. All right. Thank you for that, Laura. I'm Nichole, Berlie in Chicago. Let's send it over to Connell, McShane in New York. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.